As she approaches the room MW, Samus finds Ridley in a shocking state. Samus is astonished. Ridley seems almost mummified. Believing that the stew might be survivors, Samus heads towards room MW. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here and we are off for more of Metroid Other M. In the last episode, I think it was self-explanatory, we also grabbed a bunch of items, about 9 I believe. We grabbed 2 energy parts and 9 missiles. No, 7 missiles even, Blair. And in this episode, we are going to progress through this door and try to find any survivors. Hopefully the deleter hasn't got to everything. I mean, what killed Ridley? Possibly Metroids, because if you remember in Super Metroid, I mean, who hasn't played that game? And then again, I should eat my words, because I thought everyone has played Ocarina of Time, and yet Lucajin hasn't, so hence why I'm watching. So we've got all these doors here. I mean, check out this room. We've got all these rooms that don't seem to be damaged, so let's go check. Let's have a look in there. That room seems fine. That room seems fine also. Is there a room that sticks out? There's a flashing room over here. What about this room? It hasn't got a light on at all. Ah, hang on! Hello! I love that! Samus is like, I'm gonna punch the door. Nah, I'm just gonna lightly tap it. I love that. That's just so funny.
Stay away.
I can see why she would be startled. That was hilarious.
You have to calm down.
Oh god, something's coming. What's in there? Just warning you. Near the end of this segment, you're going to be annoyed and you may possibly get a game over. Just warning you, I'm not pressing a single button. I'm on autopilot right now.
Wait. Metroid eggs. It can't be.
Does anyone remember the final boss of Metroid 2? This is why I ended the last episode off very early. Welcome the Queen Metroid. Metroids, dodge! Whoa, bloody hell, I had to actually dodge twice there. These Metroids can be frozen, and once they're frozen, you're going to have to shoot a missile at them in order... Okay, that didn't seem to work. Shoot multiple missiles at these Metroids, and they should be destroyed once they're frozen. These Metroids can be frozen. The Queen Metroid, what you have to do in order to damage it is shoot its underbelly, which doesn't seem to be working at the moment. So let's just keep killing the Metroids for now. Keep sense dodging. If they get onto you, of course, bombs are required. Right, destroy you, and there we go. Okay, that one's back again. No, first person, there we go. No, missile, oh god! Bomb, bomb, bomb! Okay, there we go. Right, keep that one frozen, and no! Oh, god damn it! It's gonna be really annoying considering that you're gonna have a lot of Metroids onto you. Just keep using the diffusion charge shots, and you should be fine. Ah, never mind. If you can't hit them with missiles, you will eventually take them out with charge shots. But it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. I don't know if Screw Attack will keep them away from you, but really, all you want to do is get rid of these Metroids. And surprisingly enough, these Metroids are actually quite annoying. Wow, I froze them all there. Okay, first person. No, that's the only one that didn't get frozen. Of course I had to lock onto that one. God damn it. This can take a while. I always seem to struggle at this point. Ah, god damn it, get off me! I'm just going to keep pushing these ones around until the other ones just leave me alone. Right, missiles! Missiles! Spamming with missiles! There we go. Okay, that's one of them down. Now, for Christ's sake. I'm terrible at this part of the game. I'm just crap at fighting Metroids in this game. Okay, there's 3 at once. Okay. Okay, that's one of them down. Take them both out. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh, God damn it. Doesn't help that the Queen Metroid continues attacking as well. And it can actually shatter the ice that encases these Metroids. Even with their weaknesses, these ones are ultra aggressive. Okay, spam them with missiles. Spam them with missiles. At least take one of them out. There we go. Okay, one more to go. And then we can focus on the Queen. Whoa, 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 whoa. I lost my target because of that shake. Thanks. Ah, I didn't get frozen. There we go. Dush. One more. There we go. The final Metroid's taken care of. Now the Queen is angry. Our target is those crystals on its head. Let's see if I can get... Ah, come on. Super missile. Ah, it missed. Of course. Somehow I expected it to miss. But at least we've got its energy bar now. Keep sniping those crystals on its head until you've taken them all out. It's the only thing you gotta do. You know what? Let's try and get another missile on it. There we go. Super missile to the brain. Did massive damage. Oh god, I gotta concentrate here. Come on. There we go. Ow, and I just lost those 2 energy tanks already. I swear that fire does so much freaking damage. It does like 2 whole energy tanks off of you, even though you have the Varia suit, which is just unbelievable. At least when it's using the flames, it is vulnerable. Now we can multi-target with Seeker missiles, and that's how you do the damage on that. Once we take off all of its crystals, we can do other stuff. There we go. Now it's only 2 missiles. Now it's only 1 missile, and we can shoot a super missile at it. There we go. Very simple. Now it may look defeated, but it isn't. We're nowhere near. Well, we're almost there, but look at it. Now it's got full health again. Like we didn't do anything. And it's got its crystals back. It's back to full health again. That doesn't sound good at all. We're gonna have to take this thing out lightning fast. Anthony. Adam. The 2 most awesome, badass people on the team. Right, time to concentrate. And I just want to warn you right now. Keep in mind that the next part that's coming up right now, you need to do something that the game does not explain you to do, and it can easily give you a game over. And it probably might get me anyway, due to how low my health is right now, but still. Someone's disengaged the engines. Who could it be? But this gives us an opportunity to take this thing out in one fell swoop. Target its belly. And start sniping it. But that didn't do anything. Now what you want to do is pause and back up. Go to status. Go to bombs. Notice that you haven't got power bombs yet. That is a lie. It's a complete and total lie. Excuse me, target. We want to target its middle point. God damn it. That's not fair at all. I couldn't actually lock on. Continue. That game over, whatever. Right, let's try again. Spam its belly, which is what I was trying to do, but I can't seem to lock on today. Right, where's my crosshair? There it is. Right, stay on its mouth, grapple beam, and now hold 1 when you're in morphball form. And then when it's... Oh, no. Hello? Hello? It's not doing it. I've died. It didn't work. That's 2 game overs. Like I said, you can die here a lot. at rapid succession. It is going to happen. It always happens to me. It just happens. I can't describe it. Alright, now this time if you want to work, right. Charge up a power bomb and let it rip before you die. That is the reason why you can die easily. You do not know that you can use power bombs. I showed you by going into the menu, and I got killed for that because I went into the menu to see if I had power bombs, and I didn't. But at that point, you're supposed to use power bombs before you've reactivated them, and the game doesn't even tell you. How are you supposed to know that you have to use power bombs to defeat the thing when the game doesn't tell you? That is one massive flaw in that battle. But once you find it out, man, you're on top of the frickin' world. And now, if you go to your status, power bombs are now there. You can use power bombs whenever you want. But the game didn't tell us that we could use power bombs. The game didn't even tell us how to use power bombs. You just had 2, well, if you didn't grab any e-recovery tanks, 99 health, which is just not enough. But you've got like a very, very small span of time to power up a power bomb even, to use it against the Queen Metroid. And you have no clue that you need to do so. One massive gripe about that boss fight that I have, but once you find it out, it just feels amazing that you were able to beat that thing. Considering that when you do go against the Queen Metroid in its original game, there were no power bombs at that point. Okay, where have you gone, woman? We're on to you. You open the doors. And massive cutscenes.
Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer. Stay away from me.
Easy. I won't come any closer until you say so. My name is Samus. I'm an independent bounty hunter. I know the situation here, and I know how you must feel. I'm here to secure your safety. May I come closer? What's your role at this facility?
I'm responsible for all operations. My name is Madeline Bergman.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I met another woman who called herself Madeline Bergman. What's going on here?
Hologram says it all.
What you met was MB.
Dum dum dum
She's an
dum.
android. She was created with the intellectual data of Mother Brain and consequently developed Mother Brain's consciousness as well.
What?
The Federation's foolish plan. Mother Brain's rampage. Everything that happened here was just as Madeline, or rather MB, had told me.
She was the villain all along.
The person who sabotaged the system to stop MB's rampage and sent out the distress call had to be the person standing before me. It had to be Madeline Bergman.
MB was the artificial intelligence originally developed to regenerate and control space pirate special forces. Because we wanted it to control these special forces through telepathy, we were forced to model its infrastructure after Mother Brain. At that time, MB didn't have a human form. Before long, we started to see the viability of creating Metroid clones. Once we did, MB started to take on her current shape.
But why?
Because we needed the first Metroid hatchling to recognize MB as its mother, she had to take on the form of a living thing. With that as our theoretical basis, we were able to create the ideal relationship with the Metroid. One that wasn't based on dominance or control.
I remembered the baby hatching before my eyes. When it attacked Mother Brain in order to save me, that was the result of the kind of ideal relationship they were trying to develop with MB.
Super Metroid final boss
They
again.
found the perfect means of control and started propagating Metroids in Sector 0. At the same time, they were conducting genetic manipulation experiments to create unfreezable Metroids. Apparently, the Queen I met earlier was the first of these propagated Metroids to mature. They wanted to preserve her as a control specimen, so they had left her genes unaltered.
And that's why the Ice Beam worked against the other Metroids.
The fact that she'd grow into a queen was something not even Madeline and her team could have predicted. Only special infants had the genetic coding to become queens.
Once our MB was in a human form, she excelled. As an interface between us and them, her skills with personal interaction humanized her to a great extent.
If my theory is correct, this is going to be a groundbreaking multi-system for artificial intelligence.
Her confidence was unwavering, and her ability to learn was greater than we'd expected, but then she developed emotions, then a nascent sense of herself. She began asserting her own thoughts, and her opinions began to contradict ours. It's quite typical for artificial intelligence to evolve as a result of self-analysis. However, there's no precedent for an AI like MB developing emotions. It's possible that her interactions with the Metroids brought it about, but we don't know for sure.
The newly hatched infant took to her like his mother. And perhaps at that moment, MB began to develop a soul.
How do you know if that Metroid is a he or she? Has nothing to do with the cutscene,
It
but you
was
know.
all conjecture, but the idea wouldn't leave my mind.
And that was when we decided to alter her AI program.
A human-like existence, but one without feelings. To make MB less than human, the researchers had to deny her that consciousness. I knew this, but in my heart, I felt sympathy for MB.
On the day we were going to alter MB's program, right before my eyes, I watched her being restrained.
Stop! What are you doing to her?
These orders are from above. Take her away.
Wait!
She reached out to me and asked me for help, but there was nothing I could do.
What's happening?
My presence that day caused a disturbing reaction in her. She was fixated on me.
Madeline had taken to calling MB Melissa. She took the initials MB and told the AI they stood for Melissa Bergman.
It looks great on you.
MB liked that name. It made it sound like Madeline was calling her her daughter.
Backhand punch! That's amazing.
Once she felt abandoned and hunted by that same Madeline, MB telepathically commanded the special forces to revolt. The facility fell into complete chaos and suffered widespread damage.
And they say Nintendo games are family friendly.
MB was trying to get revenge on the Federation Army, and on us. It's possible all humans have become the target of her hatred.
With the space pirates under her control, she was able to propagate the Metroids in Sector 0, even creating a Queen Metroid. She was well armed and planning her attack on the Galactic Federation. But Adam and I crushed her plan completely,
Damn straight.
And now, who could guess where she was and what she planned next?
She's backed into a corner. And her hatred is entirely focused on you and me right now.
Dum 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 dum. She's got a freeze ray.
Wait, MB, calm down. Please listen.
Madeline, step back!
I mean, we were wrong. It's all over.
Madeline!
Oh boy.
I was not wrong. The humans were foolish, and I was forced to bring judgment on them. And yet, because of you, I failed. You must understand the weight of your crime. You must pay the price for what you've done.
Please, MB. We have to get past this.
No. You will all be judged.
It's okay now.
Wow, she's got a gun pointing at her and she doesn't even mind. She's like, just walking up to her.
I promise. I'm so
She's
sorry.
got moxie.
Melissa. Oh, Melissa, it looks great on you. That's your name?
That pendant looks like a Metroid. Force Paul. Oh god, the Galactic Federation's found out! And this is not Adam's team. Remember, the whole of Adam's team's been destroyed. We're the only remaining team on Adam's side. And if that wasn't bad enough, that's now angered Melissa. Or MB, if you want to call her that. What's coming up is what I thought was the hardest part of this game. But it's actually one of the most easiest, and you'll see why in just a minute. I hate these things. Are they gonna pop out? Those things. Only weakness is super missiles and power bombs. And I hate them. Flying armadillo dudes. She's going Super Saiyan! I do like the music though. Get your blood pumping. That just looks awesome. Oh, he didn't even get a chance to land. That's painful. This whole battle is in first person. Now that we've got their attention, all you got to do is get these things out of the way with super missiles, and you cannot concentrate. Get them out of the way with super missiles and try and lock on at MB. Point out, where are you, please? Before I take too much unnecessary damage, we just want to lock on at MB. No! Come on! I want to target the thing that's in front of me. Am I going to die again? I think I am. Where is my pointer? It keeps locking on at enemies I don't want to lock on to. Come on, please let me lock on at MB. She's right there! Oh, we're dead. And they've also gone into regenerating state, which we can't kill them because we don't have power bombs in first person mode. Like I said, you're going to die a lot here. It's just one of those things. I always get at least 3 game overs at this point because I now know what to do. Right, get you out of my face. If I can just get a super missile. Right, there we go. Right, lock onto Melissa. Lock onto Melissa. There we go. See? I died, but... Oh, there we go. Press A to initiate the cutscene, and now we're done. All the enemies have now frozen. Boom! Melissa is destroyed. Like I said, that's one of the hardest battles because you can easily die, you cannot concentrate, you can't use power bombs, and the only way to win is to lock on an MB and press the A button. And if you can't even get that, you can easily die, and first person has to work with you as well, which it wasn't on that first run until... But once I got the game over, I was able to reorientate my pointer, and I was able to win. Sorry I suck at the game, but you know, just one of those things. You are guaranteed to get a few game overs at this point. Guaranteed. I've never got through this without dying once.
Stop! Don't move!
Whoa! Buddies, I'm on your side. I helped you destroy the Metroids. Remember the good old days? Metroid Prime 3? Why are you against me? And I hate this stuck-up Admiral.
I'm getting you out of here.
So, Miss Aaron, I heard what happened. You performed admirably. You can leave the rest to us.
But...
Madeline!
Wait, Aaron. Unfortunate what happened to Commander Malkovich. And to think that his entire unit was annihilated. Truly a tragic day. Would you agree?
he smiles when he says that. I hate him.
Sadly, with them gone, you're just an outsider.
Oh, screw you then!
And given your unofficial status, I cannot allow you contact with the witness. With your predilection for transporting illegal cargo like infant Metroids, I must ask that you restrict your... Time for the lady to go home. Someone escort her.
Yes, sir.
We all know he wanted more than the power suit, but guess who
Time
survived?
for us to go. Come on, friend.
I love this. The reveal.
What? Stop right
Wait for it.
Who are you?
Wait for it. Take it away.
Anthony Hicks, sir. Galactic Federation Platoon
How did
7.
he survive?
I need to secure the safety of any survivors. Commander Malkovich's orders and the purpose of this mission.
What?
Authorized by the chairman of the Galactic Federation.
Of course.
What do you mean, the chairman?
Man, you guys made it here quick. I mean, if I hadn't stopped the engines, we might have missed each other.
It was him all along. Yeah, eat your words, you stupid Admiral. Anthony Higgs survived. How did he do it? Let's find out later. In Samus's ship.
Crazy. Crazy how something good can come out of something bad.
Back at Ridley's fight.
Whoa. Didn't mean to wake her. Guess
He used an ice gun on a fire monster to save his ass.
Anthony was trying to be courteous to Madeline. She was exhausted and had only just fallen asleep. She needed the rest. She had a lot of explaining to do once she got to Galactic Federation headquarters. For herself and for Melissa.
Anthony Higgs is awesome.
Still can't get my head around it. What a crazy mission.
Indeedy-dee.
Anthony sighed as he muttered to himself. What would have happened if we hadn't been called there? Might the furious MB have attacked the Galactic Federation and brought about its utter destruction?
Notice the stars and nebulas.
Melissa wasn't insane, no. One day, a consciousness simply bloomed within her. And those that caused it to bloom, the humans, called it insanity. I was the insane one. That was what Madeline muttered softly as she sank into sleep. The selfish conceits of humans drove MB to violence. It was their distorted perceptions and greed that awoke such fury in the fledgling girl's heart. Her thought was to punish the foolish and conceited. But MB could not complete her mission. As Melissa, she was defeated. With their one vulnerability overcome, the Metroids were indestructible. If some fool just following orders had taken the savage creatures to those who sought them. I can't imagine what would have happened if Adam hadn't recognized the looming danger. But the cost was far too great. Why did Adam have to pay with his life? For me, I couldn't believe he was dead. For the first time, I questioned his choice.
No objections, right, lady?
I heard Adam's voice in my head. And I knew in my heart that he had made the right decision. Just as he had so many years ago. In that moment, I swore not to grieve his death. And for the first time, I gave him a thumbs up. Just in case he was watching over me.
Higgs! You're awesome!
His amused expression looked as though he wanted to say something. His face and Adam's swirled together. That last smile as Adam drifted away.
Bob. The usual punch. And that's the last we'll see of Anthony. He survived. The only one who survived in the bottle ship, other than us. The signature hair ponytail reveal. Way to get the end of every Metroid game. And with the signature Metroid music, Project Metroid Other M is complete. We've beaten the game. Credits time. I love the artwork in the stars in that credits sequence. I also like how that some sequences or cutscenes in the game are shown in Samus's visor right here. It's just a very nice touch. I kind of liked it. Like I said, I wasn't exactly the best at that final boss, I kind of got 3 game overs in this one video. But, like I said, I can never seem to charge a power bomb on the first 2 tries. It always seems to work on the third. I don't get why, against Queen Metroid. And I always seem to die at least once before I'm able to scan Madeline. I mean, granted, on recording, you saw me. I was trying to point at Madeline, but my first-person pointer just wasn't working with me until I got the game over. And then on the second try, it worked like nothing was wrong. It's just the first person's what gets me. Like I said, I'm not a fan of first person, but it seems to be more annoying in this game than it is on Prime 3. Because Prime 3 was my favourite of the Prime series. But other than that, I like how that the game plays similar to a 2D Metroid game when you're not in first person view, and yet you still got 3D movement. And that was a welcome change because, like, the only other 2D Metroid games that we've had so far is, well, the original, of course, the remake Zero Mission, Super Metroid, and Metroid Fusion, and possibly Metroid 2. But having all power-ups in one game has only been Super Metroid, of course. But this was a nice welcome change, and I hope they do something similar to the 3D movement of this game in the next Metroid game for the 3DS or Wii U. But I do not want to see the first-person shooting. I mean, I know Metroid works well as a first-person shooter, but still, I don't kind of like it. It's just not my thing. But I put up with it, because this is still an excellent game. Despite that I'm pretty crap at it. So I hope you enjoyed me failing and exclaiming when something goes wrong. I mean, I was hoping it was going to... luckily it didn't happen as much as it did, but... yeah, I was expecting it to be more annoying than it was. But, well, yes, that's pretty much all I can say at this point. I mean, we've still got quite a lot to do. I mean, I've obviously got the bonus videos to show off, but that's not going to happen for quite a while because if the credits will end, I will be able to say so, because otherwise it will sound a little bit weird on me talking about it now, because it'll be like a couple of minutes spoilers. But we're coming up to the end of the credits right now, so I'll just be quiet for a second. I think we're coming to the end of the credits anyway, because we're getting these symbols which normally come at the end of credits. Dynamo Pictures, Toy Box, River Studio Inc., of course, because it's more of a movie. And I'll get into why we're missing pretty much half the missiles, because right now we've only got 47 missiles out of 80. We've got loads of collectibles to still grab, and you'll see why right after the credits are finished. And I think that's the end of the credits. No, there's 2 more. God damn it. Every time I think there's less credits, the credits go on forever. But then again, what kind of game doesn't? I mean, I think the longest credit sequence I've ever gone through was actually Kingdom Hearts. Well, Kingdom Hearts or Kingdom Hearts 2, they're equally long. All the other games are a bit meh when it comes to the credits. They're kind of short. Well, nothing more to say until the cutscene that I want to happen happens. Because otherwise, what I'll say will spoil it. Because even though this is technically the finale, it isn't. I'll explain why once the credits end. So just enjoy the rest of the music. That's all I can say. And all of a sudden my sensor bar starts to run low on charge because it's a wireless one, like I keep saying. That's been an issue, actually. It died on me twice right when I was about to start a video. Not died on me twice, it died on me twice in 2 separate videos. Oh, there's special thanks, finally. And here's the end of the Metroid theme. Thank you, Sensor Bar, you actually gave me something else to talk about in the credits. Satoru Iwata once again. He's going to appear a lot more than Miyamoto at this point, because, you know. This is the cutscene I wanted to happen. Well, right after these Nintendo and Team Ninja symbols disappear. Take it away, Samus.
Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the bottle ship.
A mission that will most likely be carried out in the next day or two. I'm heading toward the bottle ship now. I'm going to rescue something that was left there. Something that can't be replaced.
That's right, guys, aftergame. One of the first Metroid games that actually has an aftergame. Well, unless you count Metroid Fusion, which means that you're allowed to explore the whole entire ship and grab the rest of the items with collectibles. And look how many items we've got to grab in this one area alone. Once you beat the game, and now that we have to use the power bombs, your map not only has, if we go to the map selection screen here, not only do you have percentages for every sector, but you can literally see every item that you did not grab, and my god, we got loads. But keep in mind that we couldn't go back most of the time to grab our items because of story and plot and stuff that lock us in a kind of loop. And a load of power bomb doors we've got to open. We've got to grab all these items. There's so many. I think Sector 3 we were very close on finishing, even though we still got loads to get. No, it ain't. That's 54%. Which was the one I was close on? That's Sector 2, I meant. We haven't got many to do here. There's nothing in Sector 0, Remnants. Got a few there. Got a couple up there. Nothing in the big room, so we've got all those done. And, well, yeah. Not much else to do. So, I'm going to go into my ship and save so we can end this off. And in the next episode, guys, we will go through the main sector and grab as many items as possible. And then we'll see if we can make our way to what Samus wants to grab, which is right there. But just a little nod of warning: if you're going to go ahead from me right now, you are not going to be able to get to these 4 items until well later on in the aftergame, because you can't just go straight up to this room. This room is locked, where our target is. We have to go all the way around, because there is a secret exit that will take us right to the entrance of Sector 0, right here. So, until we can unlock that, I'll see you guys then.